Today, I want to expand upon the topic of consciousness with a focus on our evolution to our modern theories to the neural correlates of consciousness. For the longest time, dating back to ancient Greece, the great philosophers have recognized that consciousness is dependent on the head. A common question investigated was where consciousness was located. Herophilus, a physician of Alexandria in ancient Greece, performed human dissections and made detailed studies of the nervous system. He did argue that the ventricles of the brain were central to cognition and consciousness, marking one of the earliest ventricular theories, the ventricles being the fluid space within the brain. He also distinguished between sensory and motor nerves, further supporting the brain as a center of thought. Galen, through dissections and medical practice, argued that the brain ventricles were central to consciousness, reasoning that nerves connected sensory organs and muscles back to them. The pre Socratic atomist philosopher Democritus held that the soul, and thus consciousness, was composed of special fine spherical atoms dispersed throughout the body, not localized in one organ. Consciousness for him was a material phenomena tied to atomic motion with no single seat. Epicurus, the ancient Greek philosopher and founder of Epicureanism, tied mental life to bodily sensation. Some sources suggest that he considered the stomach as the seat of emotion and consciousness, partly because of the strong visceral sensations associated with fear, hunger, and desire. More precisely, he placed the hegemonicon, or ruling part, of the soul in the chest area. In the 3rd century BC, Stoic philosophers such as Xenos and Chrysippus argued that the hegemonicon, that ruling center of the soul, was located in the heart. They thought that the heart was seen as the seat of the pneuma, or vital breath like substance, which animate thought and perception, and thus consciousness was within and around the heart. Empedocles, a Greek pre-Socratic philosopher, poet, and mystic from modern-day Sicily, believed that perception and consciousness were linked to blood. Specifically, he thought that the blood around the heart was the seat of thought and sensation, since it was the purest and most balanced mixture of the four elements. Strato of Lampsacus suggested that the region between the eyebrows was the center of sensation and consciousness. Likely, this reflected an intuition about the location of major sense organs such as the eyes, nose, and ears converging near that area.